Good evening. I am Leon Rodriguez, and welcome to the Klein Forest High School 2025 graduation ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the presentation of colors. At this time, our junior ROTC will proceed to the center of the stage. Gentlemen, please remove your caps for the playing of the national anthem. Now, please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as our color guard exits the stage. Thank you. Please be seated and welcome Elise Doe for the opening remarks.
Good evening, everyone. The big day is finally here. First, I'd like to thank everyone who has made today possible. Parents, teachers, friends, administrators, counselors, coaches, and of course, you, the graduating class of 2025. What is today but the celebration of the hard work and dedication you've given these past 4 years? What is today but a symbol of a closed chapter and new beginnings? As we put our UILs and dress-up weeks behind us, the next chapter of our lives remains a mystery. It is now the time for us to continue writing our story. The future remains uncertain, always riddled with mysteries or what-ifs. But what is certain is how we choose to spend our time in the present. The future is important, yes, but if we look too far, we may lose sight of what is in front of us, our life. The days with friends and family will soon turn into memories, yet we can only sigh and reflect on the past. Achievements and goals are, of course, always welcome, but so too are the undervalued, more mundane acts. Before we create a future for ourselves, let's remember to enjoy ourselves in the process too. Take the time to go on that bike ride, or maybe indulge at a buffet. As we step forward, there will be losses, there will be disappointments, but there will also be achievements. The future remains uncertain, but it will not be impossible to achieve. Though the class of 2025 will walk out the same door, we will not take the same steps. Times may be bleak, times may be uncertain, but there is always a light in the dark. The burning ambitions we all hold will be a guiding light into creating a future that will shine bright for generations to come. And maybe now I can finally say that, Class 2025, congratulations, we made it out the forest. Please welcome Bryce San.
Hey. Hello. I would like to introduce the individuals on stage. Please hold your applause until all introductions have been made. Klein ISD Board of Trustees, Rob Ellis, Secretary Dustin Qualls, Kathy Arlano, Denise Morrison, Nicole Peters, and Chris Todd. Our Klein ISD Superintendent, Dr. Jenny McGowan, Chief of Staff, Dana Hernandez, Chief of Police, Marlon Runnels, Chief of Schools, Dr. Brian Greeny, Chief of Academic Officer, Dr. Anthony Indelicato, Chief of Financial Officer, Dan Schaefer, Chief of Human Resources, Dr. Bob Anderson, Chief of Operations, August Wunderlich, and our Klein Forest Leadership, Principal Lance Alexander, LaQuisha Grigsby, Jeffrey Matters, and Dr. Vivian Barrero. Our Klein Forest counselors, Regina Pruitt, Joan Stevenson Jones, and our fellow graduates, Leon Rodriguez, Elise Doe, Daniela Melendez Hernandez, and Jennifer Luke. I am Bryce San. It is my pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, Daniela Melendez Hernandez.
Hello everyone. My name is Daniela Melendez, and I am proud to be your Class of 2025 commencement speaker. I want to start by thanking those parents, administrators, teachers, friends, and family members out there that have supported us through these last years to get us to the finish line. You all have been important to help us get through our toughest times. This day isn't only for us, it is for you too. This is proof that all of our hard work has not gone to waste. Class of 2025, today is the day that we have been waiting for. The day that lets everyone know that we are finished. To fully understand the celebration is difficult. I want to take everyone back to their elementary school days when every one of us entered a new world. We were away from our homes and discovering new people. Many of us made new friends immediately. A lot of us argued which Paul was best, Jake or Logan. We were both wrong. Everything was fine until we were hit with the hardest thing we had ever seen, the alphabet. We were thinking, how is anyone able to learn this much? I remember a classmate explaining that a vow is something that is said at a wedding. Even though it was tough, we got through it. We told ourselves that we are finally done, we are ready to go. But our journey was not yet complete. I remember being excited for middle school. One-way hallways were a new concept along with not having a teacher bring us to the restroom. We loved the freedom, but worried about getting lost. I remember another classmate on the first day of middle school asking, "When is recess?" She did not like the answer. Those were not the only changes that we had in middle school. When COVID hit in 7th grade, it surprised us all. We went on spring break and didn't come back. We were excited. In 8th grade, they introduced us to Zoom, and even worse, breakout rooms. We were devastated. Some of us were back on campus, while others stayed online only. It was very hard for us to catch back up and learn what we had missed from the previous year. It was a very confusing time. COVID made finishing middle school different from other years, but we got through it and finished. But still, there was more. Other students were talking about math fiction when the mask finally came off our freshman year. We were finally able to see each other again. Many of us were able to try new hairstyles while taking online classes. We had to relearn our friends and our faces. High school is also the place where we became more independent. Many of us joined clubs and competed, while others got jobs and helped support their families. I remember trying out for a chapter business team without knowing what it was. We practiced and worked on our competition every week after school. It took tons of effort to learn all of the rules and regulations of competition. The team met on our own over school breaks to make sure that we knew what we were doing. When it was over, we finished second in the state of Texas. It was tough, but we got through it. That brings us here today. Remember when I said we are finished? It was Louis L'Amour that said, "When you believe everything is finished, that will be the beginning." In elementary school, when we learned the alphabet and thought we were finished, we had 12 more years of English classes. When COVID hit and we thought that we wouldn't have to go back to school again because of social distancing, we adapted to keep learning. When we came back to high school and didn't know who anyone was anymore because of the changes, we started over and we learned how to build relationships. When I thought that our competition was finished because we placed second, we pulled the team back together with even more practices the next year to fight for a national championship. Now we are here at our high school graduation, but we are not finished. We are not done. We have adapted and made the best of everything that has been given to us. Now we will take these lessons, thoughts, beliefs, everything that we have built over the years, and use them to show the world that we won't stop just because we finished a step in life. Class of 2025, it is time to show the world that our work has just begun. Now please welcome our Klein Forest Principal, Lance Alexander, and our Klein ISD Superintendent, Dr. Jenny McGowan.
Good job. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Graduates, all of us here today are so proud of you on this special day and moment in your life. Before we present and certify our graduates, we want to recognize two groups of students. First, if you have been a Klein ISD student since kindergarten, please stand up so that we can recognize you. Thank you for the privilege of educating you since you first entered with your promise 13 years ago. Please be seated. We'd also like to recognize our graduates who are answering with courage and valor the call to serve in our nation's armed forces. If you will be serving in any branch of the military, please stand up so that we can honor you for your remarkable commitment to our great nation. And if these graduates will please remain standing as I ask all of our veterans and active duty servicemen and women who are here with us today to please stand with you. We honor and thank all of you for your commitment to our country and to protecting our cherished freedom. Please be seated.
Thank you, Dr. McGowan. Will the candidates for graduation please rise? Dr. McGowan, as principal of Klein Forest High School, it is my pleasure to certify to you that these students gathered here today have completed all the requirements set by the Texas Education Agency and the Klein Independent School District Board of Trustees for graduation or are eligible to receive a certificate of attendance.
Mr. Alexander, your certification is accepted. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of the Klein ISD who are seated on this stage today, and by the authority granted to me by the state of Texas, the State Board of Education, and the Texas Education Agency, I am honored to now designate each of you as a 2025 graduate of Klein Forest High School. You may move your tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Graduates, you may be seated. Will the first row please come forward?
Hello, I'm Jeff Matters, Associate Principal at Klein Forest High School, along with Assistant Principal Viviana Barrero Rice. It is our honor today to present to you the graduates of the class of 2025. The first 89 graduates will be our honor graduates. Leading the graduates is our top-ranking graduate of the class of 2025, our valedictorian, Elise Katien Do. The second-ranking graduate, our salutatorian, is Jennifer Won Luke. Also graduating summa cum laude, are Viet An Dang, Vivian Lee Dang, Randy Trong Dang, Emily Tavi Vo, David Moises Medrano, Binta Sam, Haley Yin Tu, Caitlin Vu Lee, Nicholas Alexander Argueta, Adrian Sanchez, Brianna Mae Jefferson, Bethsaida Jocelyn Lira Garcia, Diana Liseth Lopez, Deshaun LeJames Palmer, Amanda Quinn Chom Win, Monreed Carr. Graduating magna cum laude are Lourdes Alicia Solano, Abigail Arana, Julieta DeLay Shagoya, Nan I Huyn, Han Nok Win, Darla Isabel Artola, Darius Lee Widers, Kaylee Ventura, Liliana Judith Gomez, Denitza Allison Flores, Cecilia Noemi Santillan, Marisol Garcia Zapata, Anaya Raquel Brown, Miguel Jesus Faez, Daniel Andres Vasquez, David Jeremiah Collins, Vanessa Ramirez Bonilla, Lauren Nicole Gonzalez Ramirez, Tam Min Nak Tran, Aaliyah Lynn Williams, Taylor Sharice Timms, Vanessa Diana Arciniega, Kellen Thomas Green, Alejandro Herrera Castellanos, Alexandria Batem Nak Win. Graduating cum laude are Alexandra Sodaya Nak Win, Daniela Alejandra Melendez Hernandez, Andrew Francis Lubinsky, Hip Win, Jocelyn Becerra, Tien No, Naomi Isveth Gonzalez, Carlos Daniel Paredes, Daniela Carolina Candelario, Huang Tuan An Win, Eliza Carly Chirinos, Deja Nicole Douglas, Gianna Isabel Sandoval, Gabriel Sanchez Fonseca, Phoebe Annalise Santiago, Lyric Sheree King, Jasmine Lynn Mai, Jordan Nathaniel Smith, Monica Ureli Aguirre, Ashley Andrea Garcia, Evelyn Ramirez, Samantha Gabriela Ventura Garrett, Paris Amaya Pantoja, John Bowie, Leon Jacob Rodriguez, Mireles Nicole Marquez Argueta, Samantha Mintan Trin, Sophia Tan Nu Kong Huyn, Lily Rose Ventura, Debbie Quinn Huang Huang, Caitlin Renee Fuentes, Quinn Bao Win, Lady Ramirez. Olivia Madison Bradford. Min Quang Tran. Tony Janae Zielinski. Caden Michael Hubert. Kennedy Lee Wynn. Jesus Guadalupe Sewell. Alexander Molina. Jasleen Genesee Kano. Jaden Deshaun Abney. Caden Joseph Zai. Stephanie Torres. Joshua Jaime Sanchez. Sophie Alexandria Bullard. Continuing with the class of 2025, Elijah Emmanuel Acosta. Diego Adame Sanchez. Diego Alejandro Aguilar. Carmen Jimena Aguilar Arellano. Josue Aguilera. Gabriela Elizabeth Aguirre Sanchez. Esfin Josue Ajiki Osorio. Daniela Alejandra Alberto Hernandez. Alondra Aldai. Leila Alaya Alegria. Darlene Alexandra Alaman Arias. Drake Matthew Alexander. Jeremiah Gerard Perry Alexander. Anaya Christina Alexis. Lydrick Deshaun Allen Jr. Jocelyn Sylvia Almaguer. Jimena Alvarado. Ixil Ivan Alvarez. Luis Fernando Alvarez. Vanessa Anahi Alvarez. Wilbur Ruben Alvarez. Erica Madeline Alvarez Zuniga. Noah Samuel Agnastu. Jacorian Sion Anderson. Brian Rodrigo Andrade. Carlos Cruz Andrade. Matthew Brian Andrade. Alonso Apodaca. Miguel Angel Arajo. Nevea Serenity Arajo. Michelle De Jesus Aravalo. Andrea Vanessa Arias. Nicholas Alexander Armendariz. Jaime Josue Arredondo. Eric Dwayne Ariola Jr. Devany Montejano Sanchez. Caroline Eleni Arteaga. Juan David Askew Estrada. Akoy Mabier Atem. Marjorie Besali Avila. Sebastian Avila. Carlos Michael Ayala. Atif Badat. Atia Badat. Sayuri Naomi Bahuena. Natalia Araceli Balbuena. Dora Aidi Banegas. Michaela Janae Barbara Baptiste. Jonathan De Jesus Barahona. Kaylee Tatiana Barahona. Marisol Barahona. Merlin Barahona. Angelina Nevea Barrera. Maxine Marie Barrera. Elvin Barrera Hernandez. Samantha Barrientos. Fabian Anthony Bejarano. Myron Ariel Bejarano. Mariah Nicole Ballard. Dibney Bellman. Luis Fernando Beltran. Justin David Benavides Segovia. Armando Benitez. Neiman Shanae Berry. Lorenzo Carlos Bishop. Melanie Lucia Bolanos. Brooke Lillian Bolden. Sergio Enrique Bonilla Avalar. Henry Omar Bonilla Cantarero. Yuri Elena Bonilla Velasquez. Jocelyn Reese Boyd. Nija Eloise Marie Briggs. David Bafor Broby. Joel Richard Burks. Taeyon Aries Brown. Kong Huang Bui. Susan Bui. Trenton Burkhalter Jr. Sean Christopher Burns. Damarian Marquez Butler. Karina Yolette Cabanas. Sherilyn Lisbeth Cabrera Benegas. Andrew Uriel Calderon. Alonso Alberto Camarena. Giovanni Campos. Juan Miguel Campos. Bayron Noel Cantillano. Hasid Isiai Cantu Jaramillo. Jefferson Jared Cardona. Karime Orlet Carmona. Julio Cesar Carrillo III. Kayla Brianna Carrizales. Braylon Nicole Carter. Roderick Dwayne Carter II. Ty Sean Castle. Adler Valentin Castillo. Iram Valentin Castillo. Haley Alondra Castro. Jordy J. Castro. Tiffany Mariah Castro. Gerardo Anthony Cervantes. Francisco Javier Chan Jr. Colin Michael Chandler. George Champsonfowl. Bao Jia Chow. Genesis Nicole Chavez. Zulema Chavez. Aiden Elijah Chip Chase Edwards. Saif Ullah Chowdhury. Winter Chanel Clark. Cameron Anthony Clayton. Jacqueline Conejo. Catherine Conejo. Alexandra Abigail Costanza Alberto. Adrian Esau Contreras. Giovanni Contreras. Hugo Romeo Alejandro Contreras. Angelica Bonilla Cooley. Jose Javier Cordero Herrera. Deborah Gestemani Coronado. Angel Isavic Cortez. Madeline Dayan Cortez Mora. Destiny Sarai Koto. Albert DeAndre Cotton. Victoria Danielle Cotton. Angel Rafael Cruz. CJ Alberto Cruz. Josefina Cruz. Leonardo Cruz. Leslie Camille Cruz Mata. Laisha Jossery Cuevas. Tia Annalisa Cummings. Brandon Anthony Curry Jr. Braylon Jermaine Curtis. Hannah Gabriel Doherty. Temilalua Victoria Davies. Juan Pablo Davila Jr. Kalia Denise Davis. Messiah Arlissa Davis. Janae B. Davis Janu. Camarion O'Neill Dawkins. Emily Aaliyah De La Garza. Austin Deontay Delane Jr. Luciano Joshua De Leon III. Eric Omar Delgado. Liseth Delgado. Alexandro Diaz. Ian Nomar Diaz. Johanna Elsie Diaz. Christopher Robert Lee Douglas, Christian Josiah Dow, Jareth Arnoldo Dubon, Jennifer Vu Quinn Young, Jonathan Duran, Renaya Elizabeth Duran, Adam Josue Iguia, Farah Ali El Saleh, David Escogido Perez, Levin Malachi Eskridge, Bessie Giselle Espinal, Sebastian Estevez, Christopher Estrada, Ricardo Daniel Estrada, Santiago Asael Estrada, Madison Lee Evans, Roger Alexis Fajardo Rojas, Friendly Fajardo Victorio, Jason Fang, Alyssa Giselle Fernandez, Adrian Cruz Flores, Brandon Isaac Flores, Cesar Rene Flores II, Christian Flores, Esther Alyssa Flores, Helen Giselle Flores Bricino, Angel Samuel Flores Mejia, Estrella Arabel Flores Rosales, Carmen Chrisella Ford, Platinum Calicia Fox, Carry-On LaShawn Francois, Angeli Morgan Franklin, Brandon Jacorian Franklin, Maurice Nicholas Franklin, Xavier Isaac Frazier, Giovanni Manuel Frias, Ashton Joseph Fuentes, Ricardo Jared Fuentes Feliz, Danny Xavier Funes, Ayana Shakira Fuqua, Yesenia Nicole Galicia, Denaya Alexis Gelly, Alaya Rachel Cefale Garcia, Carly K. Garcia, Danielle Sky Garcia, Eric Rodrigo Garcia, Fatima Garcia, Gerardo Garcia, Giselle Delana Garcia, Jimmy Anthony Garcia, Victoria Roxanne Garcia, Diego Garcia Mendez, Bryant Keith Garrett Jr., Trinity Sierra Malai Garrett, Vivian Garza, Helen Elizabeth George Caceres, Allison Michelle Gill, Osvaldo Gill, Jamarian Undre Gibson, Anna Sophia Gomez, Kevin Alexander Gomez, Kevin Daniel Gomez, Miguel Angel Gomez, Solaris Maria Gomila Quinones, Darian Jose Gonzalez, Jonathan Miguel Jasso Gonzalez, Orlando Gonzalez III, Alexandra Cristal Gonzalez, Armando Salvador Gonzalez, Carissa Ann Gonzalez, Damian Alejandro Gonzalez, Daniel Gonzalez, Eleni Eileen Gonzalez, Marquez Rafael Gonzalez, Oliver Giovanni Gonzalez, Paris Rose Gonzalez, Veronica Nicole Gonzalez, Auburn Brielle Green, Aja Star Griffin, Mark Anthony Grijalva, Jeremiah Javante Grogan. Virginia Marisol Guardado Orellana. Maya Angelina Guerra. Cameron Alexis Dwayne Gunter. Edgar Alejandro Gutierrez. Lindsay Tamatsi Gutierrez. Angeli Dariela Gutierrez Sanchez. Celeste Samantha Guzman Terran. Nadia Khalees Hampton. Armelia Chanel De'Erica Harris. Keith Dion Harris Jr. Davian Messiah Harvey. Taylor Renee Henderson. Abigail Hernandez. Eduardo Hernandez. Ezekias Amos Hernandez. Israel Fernando Hernandez. Josue Hernandez. Giovanni Hernandez. Mia Hernandez. Priscilla Joanna Hernandez. Rosalinda Hernandez. Sarah Delia Hernandez. Jasmine Hernandez Campos. Millie Nicole Hernandez Soriano. Mia Alexandra Herrera. Juan Eduardo Hippolito. Serenity Lavette Hodges. Chania Larray Holt. Keyshawn Dwayne Howard. Valerie Marie Wassa. Chadius Kong Hudson. DeAndrea Janae Hudson. Dion Jermaine Hudson. Maximus Huerta. Karime Rosaria Huerta Escobedo. Adrian Xavier Huete. Ureli Hurtado. Juan Angel Ibarra. Michael Anthony Ibarra. Ana Maria Isaula Lanza. Diego Iturbide. Demarion Deshaun Jackson. Siani Catherine Jackson. Robert Duan Jennings. Alicia Cherie Johnson. Jayla Janae Johnson. Matthew Allen Johnson. Ronald Quincy Johnson. Dacron Donnell Jones Jr. London Renee Jones. Mackenzie Lee Jones. Skylar Trinae Jones. Amani Kalor Jones Bell. Naki Davian Jones Bell. Janie Lachelle Jones Caldwell. Christian Turubiartes Juarez. Juan Carlos Juarez II. Taylor Ann Denise Kennedy. Noah Stephen Keller. Marijah Dayon Kelly. Tiana Taisha Kennedy. Paris Monet Kent. Asaya Denise King. Mayeli Odalise Crecia Medina. Dong Chai Sor. Ethan Tien Locke. Joseph Lara. Desi Dalila Larios. Joseph Anthony Lasso. Carol Beatrice Lasso. Kwa Min Win Lee. Alexis Paul Lemus Martinez. Enrique Leon Jr. Eileen Leon Menendez. Jalen Eugene Leonard. Alaya Nicole Lewis. Elijah Ray Lindsay. Zunier Marie Little. Alberto Isaias Yanes. Kevin Anderson Lofton II. Zoraya Monet Lofton. Abishai Lopez. Anaí Lopez. Hector Gabriel Lopez. Israel Jesus Lopez. Lauren Therese Lopez. Karen Dalia Lopez. Ruby Esmeralda Lopez. Diego Jose Lopez Salazar. Josue Jacob Laredo. Christopher Thomas Love. Ayana Cora Ray Lowe. Daisy Nicole Lozano Cuevas. Christian Luna.
Ángela Díaz Macías. Lucía Elizabeth Macías. Mariana Julibet Macías. Rebeca Malpica. Casey Lou Petra Malumbo. Yolani Raquel Maradiaga Espinosa. Juan Iván Marino Jr. Giovanni Vito Marmolejo. Ociel Márquez. Ana María Márquez Martínez. René Santiago Marroquín González. Marquel Demon Marshall Jr. Javon Dakota Martell. Kenneth Martin Jr. Juan Carlos Martín Chumil. Avery DeAnthony Martinez. Alexander David Martínez. Alexandra Beatriz Martínez. Ángeles Saraí Martínez. Celeste Aceret Martínez. Génesis Martínez. Jaime Miguel Martínez. José Ramón Martínez. Leila Martínez. Liliana Andrea Martínez. Natalie Mirna Martínez. Nicolás Anthony Martínez. Perla Angélica Martínez. Samuel Alexander Martínez Blanco. Elvin Cruz Martínez Cruz. Marcela Giselle Martínez Perla. Frank Payu Mati. Carlos Alfonso Matic. Said Mahmoud Massar. Jaquan Dwayne McClendon. Kimora Lee Medina. Katia Lucía Mejía. Miranda Verónica Meléndez. Kimberly Cruz Melgar. Oliver Gael Melgar. Saraí Melgar. Matthew Méndez Peñaflor. Miranda Guadalupe Méndez. Daniel Elijah Méndez Rodríguez. Jasmine Leilani Mendoza. Jesús Mendoza. Jonathan Emilio Mendoza. Luz Elena Mendoza. Charnel Marie Miles. Jacqueline Miramontes. Hugo César Miranda. Sanai Janae Mitchell. Gibran Muedano. Carlos Monreal Oviedo. Jarrell Stephen Monroe Jr. Julio Alessandro Montejo. Michaela Rose Moore. Jasmine Mora. Dayanara Guadalupe Morales. Julie Morales. Nathan Joel Morales. Ociel Candelario Morales. Anthony Tyler Morgan. Juan Ramón Mosqueda Jr. Stephanie Lisette Muela. Kennedy Ray Mukes. Mayrin Celeste Munguía García. Aldo Muñoz. Jorge Muñoz. Michaela Rose Muñoz. Sean Alexander Muñoz. Camilo Muñoz Restrepo. Jessica Naranjo. Víctor Javier Nava. Víctor Jesús Navarro. Cristian Farid Navarro Solano. Aaron Jordy Ndambo. Bao Dang Gok Win. Jason Bao Win. Kan Kao Win. Loy Kim Win. Gok An Win. Lauren Olivia Nixon. Kennedy Danielle Nutt. Jonathan Elias Ochoa Salguero. Joseph Holguín. Jessica Lauren Oliphant. Eduarda Jocelyn Olivano. Princesa Bella Angela Ontiveros Rico. What is it? Ever Omar Ordóñez Cruz. Jonathan Gabriel Orellana. Leila Amory Oropesa. Angela Abigail Ortega. Christopher Heriberto Ortega. Emily Nitzia Ortiz. Victor Armando Ortiz. What's your first name? Okay, Amanda Oliva. What's your name? Mireya Carolina Orellana. Leila Amory Oropesa. Angela Abigail Ortega. Christopher Heriberto Ortega. What's her name? Joanna Alazy Ortiz Melendez. Melanie Carolina Osegueda. Hermilo Osorio. Helder Abimael Osorio Oliva. Kaylee Michelle Obando. Ashley Yvette Pacheco. Jonathan Josiel Pacheco. Allison Nayeli Padilla Rojas. Melody Lehan Page. Karen Amelia Palacios. Rachel Jasmine Palomera. Joshua Anthony Palomo. Claudia Maday Parada Arteaga. Daniela Paz. Anderson Amilcar Peña. Belki Nicole Peña. Delilah Peña. Martín Hervey Peña. Jeffrey Salvador Peña. Naomi Areli Penado. Tania Alejandra Penado. Kentrell K1 Penny. Aaron Peralta. Enrique David Pérez. Jade Pérez. Mia Destiny Pérez. Monica Alexis Pérez. Jefferson Alexander Pérez. Omar Mauricio Pérez Valderas. José Fernando Pérez Paramo. Jonathan Iván Pérez Villeda. Lucy Stacy Pérez Villeda. Quincy Lamar Perkins Jr. Ann Nat Pham. Win Min Tree Pham. Win Tu Quinn Pham, Trong Long Phan, Taylor Nicole Phillips Miller, Jaylon Prescott Pierre August, Darling Star Pineda, Leonardo Enrique Pineda, Santos Marisol Pineda Aguilar, Roberto Daniel Pocasangre, Ashley Ponce, Nakoya Price, Sabi Ali Gulam Kadir, Mireili Elisa Quijano, Jesse Aron Quintanilla, Caleb Christopher Quiroz, Gloria Ramírez, Hugo Arturo Ramírez, Miguel Alejandro Ramírez Jr., Adam Esaú Ramírez Partida, Kevin Raúl Ramírez Soria, Mia Grace Ramos, Samuel Ramos, Brian Alexis Rangel, José Ángel Rangel, José Manuel Rangel Jr., Wendy Cassandra Rangel, Ludwin Rafael Rauda, Anthony Glenn Ray, María de Jesús Rea, Alexander Francisco Recinos, Brian Asael Reyes, José Martín Reyes Jr., Heriberto Asunción Reina, Isabela Anet Ríos, Jaime Emanuel Ríos, Ashley Yarexi Rivas, Desana Anicia Rivas, Nelson Osvaldo Rivas Arevalo, María Montserrat Rivas Coronel, Kimberly Nicole Rivera, Nayeli Rivera, Haley Rubí Rizo, Cameron Drew Roach, Noelia Alejandra Robles Rojas, Julia Alessandra Rodea, Alexa Gabriela Rodríguez, Alexandra Rodríguez, Angelina Rodríguez, Aurora Rodríguez, Axel Santiago Rodríguez, Brianna Rodríguez, Danitza Belén Rodríguez, David Rodríguez, Dominic Rashad Rodríguez, Emilio Rodríguez, Héctor Martín Rodríguez, Joseph Eduardo Rodríguez, Julián Ángel Rodríguez, Marvin Rodríguez, Melissa Eileen Rodríguez, Samantha Rodríguez, Christopher Rodríguez Cedillo, Kevin Rodríguez Ibarra, Kenzie Dayana Rodríguez Mendoza, Evelyn Cristeli Rodríguez Paz, Álvaro Romero Jr., Amadeo Xavier Romero, Amy Soan Romero, Ángel Vidal Romero, Diego Gabriel Romero, Gabriela Isabela Romero, Rothman Mauricio Romero, Brandon Gael Romo, Edgar Romo, Oscar Rosales, Amira Ángela Rosales Vélez Moro, Alex Javier Rubio Alfaro, Natalia Anastasia Rudnicki, Jamaica Emery Russell, Tamia Ariana Sabari Brown, Emmanuel Salas, Mick Nazaret Salazar, Adanaí Yarish Salazar Zaragoza, Héctor Alejandro Saldaña Jr., Nicole Salgado, Stephanie Janet Salmerón, José Samaguey Jr., Bryce Sehak San, Andrea Sánchez,
Diego Alejandro Sánchez. Joshua Sánchez. Julio Aristides Sánchez. Melanie Yasmín Sánchez. Ernesto Alejandro Sánchez Robles. Luis David Sánchez Valdés. Bella Alize Sandoval. Emanuel Adonai Sandoval. John Miles Santiago. Ángel Daniel Santos Jr. Allison Noemí Sakik. Alex Ty Saucedo. Vivian Adele Schultz. Taumaj Marquis Sedbury. Alexandra Gisette Segovia. Haley Segovia. Helen Melissa Segovia. Sarah Zeta. Jeremiah Lee Shine. Keith Wayne Saez Jr. Ángel David Simancas. Edward Charles Simmons. Talia Deanne Simmons. Darius Mark Simon II. Gavin Deshawn Smith. Jamariana Jonara Smith. Mondre Shakur Smith. Addison Lloyd Patrick Smith Foy. Adrián Enrique Solís. Eduardo Daniel Solís. Catherine Nicole Soriano. Jasly Jamilet Sosa. Alexander Joseph Spencer. Jacoby Quinton Stanley. Terizion Datron Starks. Emerson Stevens. Nathan James Stevens Carr. Janae Singmani Stevenson. Jeffrey Dwayne Strahan Jr. Isaí Noé Suárez. Ibrahim Mohamed Said. Jonathan Alfredo Tamup Molano. Amaya Sue Taplin. Imani Janae Te Domino. Antonio Tavera. Denzel Marisi Taylor. Kaylee Maria Telles Rodriguez. Hillary Tantrong. Colt Ajak Thu Dao. Janaya Michelle Thomas. Dwayne Samuel Thompson. Jayla Renee Tillison. Fu Tran To. Genesis Torres. Jennifer Araceli Torres. Stanley Leroy Tower. Brandon Tran. Brian Tran. Con Tuan Tran. Gok Bao Tan Tran. Darlin Noelia Trejo. Elena Treviño. Tiffany Giovanna Tremino Medina. Nerek Emmanuel Tristan. Xavier Enrique Tristan. Tan Phuc Tron. Tommy Tree Trong. Heaven Blair Turner. Carter John Upward. Areli Valadez. Jan Alexis Valenzuela Delgadillo. Natalie del Carmen Valladares. Brandon Jacob Valle. Milka Noemí Valverde. Eric René Vargas. Marissa Jasmine Vargas. Julio Arnulfo Vázquez Gaitán. Gabriel Vázquez. Maya Alize Vázquez. Savannah Romero Vázquez. Kanania Vizay. Adrián Martín Vega. Sofía Vega. Janel Esmeralda Vega Morales. Jamie Pamela Velasco Cibrián. Hailey Cristal Velázquez. Eliani Farledi Velázquez Reyes. Esteban Velázquez. Ángel Gabriel Veloz. Justin Vences. Oscar Alonso Ventura. Vanessa Verde. Giovanni Victoriano. Nancy Samantha Villalobos. Natalie Angeline Villatoro. Joel Isaí Villegas. Derek Huang Vo. Kathy Vu. Matthew Vu. Vie Kuo Vu. Eric Timothy Walker. Lonnie Daniel Walker. Sincere Kimura Latrice Walls. Jonathan David Warden Jr. Kendrick Rashawn Ware. Kenya Shade Washington. Keon Dontrell Washington. Cariel Lakeisha Washington. Aaliyah Camilla Welch. Cameron Laquan West. Jamarcus Cletravion White. Adria Nicole Williams. Ariel Janae Williams. Bracia Lachey Williams. Justin Gerard Williams. Tony Charles Wynn III. Jasmine Chanel Wooten. Byron Windrick Worthy Jr. Oriana Shaitiria Wright. Kayla Alejandra Iruegas. Saida Dua Serra Saidi. Emmanuel Zárate. Anthony Javier Zavala. Ian Alejandro Zelaya Galeas. Elmer Eduardo Cepeda Pérez. Eder Alexander Zúñiga Lugo.
Okay. Woo, that was a workout.
You can do a speech.
Now we'll
Do a little jig. You can sing a song.
I locked my knees over there.
That would have made the news.
I'm going to go. Class of 2025, you did it. Before we hear from our final speaker today, I want to take a moment to thank all of you. It has been my privilege to see you grow from young high school students into incredible graduates I see before me who are ready to begin the next chapter. Thank you for everything you have done for Klein Forest. Continue to solve and serve, and I love you guys. Congratulations, and please welcome Jennifer Luke for our closing remarks.
Good evening, class of 2025. Can you believe we actually made it? 4 years of waking up too early, pretending we understood math, speed walking to class, knowing that we're going to fail a test, and somehow we survived it all. From cramming tests from 2 a.m. to figuring out how many absences we can rack up without a phone call, we've all had our own wild ride. But here we are, alive, slightly exhausted, but ready for what comes next. I know along the way, we've all had those teachers who believed in us when we didn't believe in ourselves, and those friends who turned those stressful moments into the best memories. And of course, a huge shout out to the real MVPs, our parents and guardians. Thank you for the rides, the reminders, and yes, the food, especially the food. Today isn't just the end of high school, it is the beginning of college, work, or whatever. There's really no pressure. The future might be unpredictable, but if we made it this far, who knows what else we could accomplish. So, class of 2025, let's throw those caps like we're throwing away those overdue assignments. Everyone on your feet. On the count of 3. 1, 2,